disadvantage, there are a lot more auras here for Team Solomid. They've got both Aegis and the, the Spell Vamp hook. Will the Ancients there on Karthus.
Indeed, they are going to be stopping back to get the Wraiths. They want to stay in the face of CLG here. They are not trying to back off too far, getting what they can in the jungle and keeping this front minion wave down the middle just into that turret. They haven't really gotten any damage down onto it. You think a few times in here you would have Corki firing off some shots, but they have good initiation. Cassidy can get in there. You won't want that depth charge to go across the entire team. So they have to be very careful of how they initiate here. In this choke point, this is going to be bad. Now the depth charge, however, only onto Karthus. Hotshot kind of using that a little quickly there, getting antsy as they try to start the fight. Dyrus takes a good amount of damage there. Odd1 is able to take away the blue buff. Dyrus throwing lay waste over the wall. 32 minutes now in this game. We are going to see Baron coming up quite soon, and you can see TSM start to haul their way up towards this mid lane. They do have him down towards bottom. Once they push towards this turret, they are going to see that Baron is coming up very soon if this does not turn into a 5-on-5.
Yep, here we go. Everyone is spilling about. I think Solomid wants to wait until Baron has now come up. And oh, they've caught up to kill a little bit, but they're going to back right out. Hotshot taking some pain. He's pretty tanky though, so he's okay with taking some flak here. Chester has good mana and can keep spamming that heal. You see him doing that here. 4 points in the Q, 4 points in the W. Him with Valor, Arya, Perseverance, whichever. Whichever. Solomid. Okay, they don't see CLG right now. Nor does Counterlogic see their opponents. They don't know if it's going to be Baron. Both teams actually still blind. The wall goes off. Rental's going to go for Golem buff. They're pinging off. They don't know. Both on the other sides here. Double lift in there. Hotshot getting caught up too. This is going to be a big fight. Karthus ult goes off. Who's going to be in better shape? Hotshot pulling everyone around. He's going to go back immediately and be slain. Solomid now in a 5 versus 4. They're liking their position right now. They jumped on and made that one happen.
Looks good. Corki saving that mana for Valkyrie. He's going to have to. You won't see him use any ultimates on this. He knows if there's a fight, he needs to get out. They are doing good damage. He even sees that come out, and he actually turns for the fight. The auto attack is where his damage is coming from. They hit onto Chouster. Big Fat taking a lot of damage. It's going to be double. It's going down. Hotshot. GG falls as well. CLG is going down. 3 out on the field, and it looks like Big Fat is forced out of this Baron fight, and we see that Chouster is as well. The Oracle saved 0 mana there. TSM to get an uncontested Baron.
Maybe though, I mean, they do have Hotshot back in. If they buy enough time, Hotshot can make it over here. Now it looks like a lot of recalls. Only Chouster left here, and he's like, well, I got Oracles and no mana. Though Dyrus had whiffed his ultimate earlier in that fight, he managed to not hold Reginald. That was the main focus there. Baron will get slain. That is TSM's picking up Baron, giving themselves a 10,000 gold lead, almost 11,000 here. They're going to make a beeline back to their base and say, okay, let's reset this. Let's think about this. What can we do to end this game out? We've got the kills. We've got the gold. We've got very, very farmed carries. Chaos just picked up a Quicksilver Sash. That means he's going to be able to cleanse out that Chouster ultimate, that Crescendo Persona. He's going to be in a pretty good place there. Hotshot going for the Dragon because of those recalls, and Big Cat will come in to help us out.
So Baron timer 41:03. We're going to get the Dragon timer as that goes down. It will be 6 minutes on that one. The objectives now cleared off the map, and this is, the leading team's favorite position. There are no objectives to focus on. They can disperse to any lane and start causing the other team to do what they want.
Yep, and we can see Big Fat coming through, doing some good damage there, blocking out these minions, trying to get his gold up, but he has to recall because here comes Solomid. They're going to push it. It's going to be really, really difficult here for Counterlogic to hold this push right now. Rachel up in front, the slow wall is down. Odd1 is the main tank right now, has to go in for as much damage as possible. A great smoke bomb is going to make that fight very difficult, but Dyrus still in front and still doing great damage.
If they can get CC down onto somebody, they don't exactly have that lockdown stun. It's going to be the fear. It's going to be the pop-up from Howling Gale. But look at this. They are just pushing them out of their own base. Like we said, with that Baron buff, you're more than likely not going to want to engage.
Yes, indeed. Even with their own turret there, they said, no, thank you.
Yep.
20,000 gold lead. 10,000 gold lead, a full 25% over what Counterlogic has. That's a pretty decent amount still. The possibility of an endgame always available here. And let's see as they start to position for this turret as well. Nice javelin toss, going to kind of drop down a couple of minions here. They have not caught anything. No, they get that Reginald. He's going to get immediately ulted up by Kale. The pressure is on. Shirelli has used double lift, backs out. Chaos, that's a big ultimate. Chaos taking a lot of damage, cleanses it, just barely gets out. No snipe this time from double lift, but they've managed to reset that fight. That was big.
Yeah, that was really scary for Chaos. He almost went down, and they would really have been able to just fold onto the rest of TSM after that. You're going to have Dyrus's ultimate that was already been used. The Howling Gale and Monsoon from Janna is really the only thing that's going to stop this team from grabbing onto you, and that's not much. Hotshot's going to walk right through all that and be in your team's face. Riptide to clear these minions as Double Lift doing what he can to get some more last hits in. 289 CS for Double Lift against the 260 of Corki. But as we have seen, Corki with the auto attack into his missile ultimate is just outputting a lot more damage than Graves is in these fights.
Yeah, they're both level 17 though. They both have rank 3 ultimates. Graves still 35 seconds from cooldown, which means the wave after this, he'll have it up. But this wave might be what Team Solomid goes in on. The shields are on. Chaos going for the poke. Hotshot in the middle. There is Reginald taking so very much damage, but he's been bubbled. Hotshot goes down. Hazard in the middle. Gonna fall as well. Takes out, pushing backwards. Reginald not actually dying here. Corki now in the mix. Double Lift trying to get away from this one. They will escape with only 2 deaths, but that means another inhibitor going down. The crowd going wild for Team Solomid. This could be their last push of the tournament. Odd one blocking out those spells with his shield. And now they've moved in with 1 turret gone. The Nexus almost laid bare. Dyrus coming in for this one. And that's going to be some kills. The Nexus going to go down, and Team Solomid will win the MLG Spring Championships 2012. Congratulations, TSM.
TSM, your reigning champions in the MLG circuit. Wow. An amazing weekend of League of Legends. TSM never seeing the losers bracket whatsoever. And they just rode it straight up the front line, took the high road, went all the way through, faltered a little bit against CLG. CLG putting up amazing matches, deserving the win just as much. And you see these guys. One more huge round of applause for TSM, your MLG champions.
All right, thanks very much, guys. We have the award ceremony coming up next. There's the happy birthday chant out for Dyrus. Guys, stay with us. We're going to be back very, very soon with the award ceremony. 1, 2, 3 trophies handed out. We'll be right back after this.